Hey YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. We have gotten the verdict for Travis Rudolph. in the words of the judge, order the monitor to be removed, honey. Not guilty. Not guilty. I'm still looking at y'all. Travis, I know, honey, that he is ecstatic. I know his family is ecstatic, right? And again, this whole situation stemmed from Dominique sending that text. I'm so glad to see this verdict, but I always think about what is the next step, right? What is the next step for Travis? What is the next step for his family, right? Also, really, what is the next step for everybody that was kind of involved in this situation, right? There still needs to be some healing, right? You know, even though there was a not guilty verdict, right? There was still a life that was lost, right? And that family has to heal as well, right? There's a lot of therapy that needs to happen between all parties. You know how does Travis move forward with his future, right? Does his future even include football, right? Like he got a second chance with this, right, to kind of think about decisions, and all of them probably, right? I'm sure all of them look at life a little bit differently after this has happened, right? But for Travis, being an ex NFL player trying to get back into the NFL or the CFL, like what does that really look like for him, right? Now, talking about his mom, and y'all, these are just my opinions and thoughts about this case based on the verdict, right? As far as his mom, she was on high alert before with all the security cameras. Remember, she had 9 cameras in or around her house, right? What does it really look like now? Right? What are her feelings about security now? Having been in this situation, now this is two situations where firearms have been involved and things of that nature, just violence in general, right? So mom, of course, she probably has some relief that her son is coming home in about 5 minutes, right? Her son getting ready to be at home, right? But just thinking about being a mom and having to still worry about your son, right? I can't even imagine, right? She has some relief, but she's probably still at some point every day, she's gonna be worried about her son's safety. She's gonna be worried where her son is, when he coming home. She is going to be even more hyper vigilant based on this situation, right? Now back to Travis. I'm wondering now, like these are the questions that I would ask, right? Travis, what are your thoughts and beliefs about relationships now? Right? Like, what would you do different when you enter into another relationship? Um, is this something where you feel like there are things you need to think about as far as like red flags, and if he's going to be triggered if he's in another relationship, and the person doesn't agree with something that he does, like how is he really going to handle all of that and manage his emotions around that, right? These are valid questions really for him to think about, right? Right? Because I would imagine anytime, like based on it was like a split, it was like minutes. from when Travis walked outside, right? To simply look at his brother's car. This is what his brother said, to simply look at his brother's car to see if they did a good job with detailing and washing his car, to when he went back inside and this whole thing started, from Dominique finding whomever number, name in that phone, right? So it's like, I would imagine, when he gets into a new relationship, or even thinking about getting into a relationship, right? It's like, okay, asking questions, or being a little bit more probably reserved, trying to see if there are any red flags. How does this person handle conflict, all of this, right? um so yeah, there's a lot of healing to do with this family, uh healing together and also individually. And also with Dominique, I would have questions for her too. What are her views about this whole thing, right? What is she feeling based on the verdict? I would imagine Dominique has some, and she mentioned this a little bit on the stand, that she has some guilt and probably a little bit of shame about the text that she sent, right? And things of that nature, and having to live life every day knowing that this was the catalyst to this whole thing, right? Because I'm sure she has to understand that it was, right? Like, how is she going to behave differently in relationships now? How is she going to handle in general disagreements with people, right? I wonder, what is her relationship like now with her brother? Like, are they still very, very close? Like they said before. Um, you know, is he still somebody that she would call on if she felt like she needed help? Like, how do they view these things now? It's very I would be very interested to know. So y'all, I just had a little bit of time. I wanted to come in and just kind of react to the verdict. The verdict was not it was something that I kind of expected, but you just never know. You just never know with things like this, right? Especially just him being in this position, based on all of the things that kind of happened. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think justice was served? How are y'all feeling about this whole thing? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all on the next one. Bye.